Hi, this is Kevin Thomas, and welcome to the At Home Film Festival. Next week, they will announce the Oscar nominations, and you want to be part of it, don't you? So I'm giving you now a second chance to look at 7 movies, one for each day of the week, that could likely be Oscar nominated. So when the nominations are announced, you feel like you're part of it. Wouldn't it be great? Now, only 2 of these movies are available on streaming channels for no extra money. The other ones are all videos on demand. But still, this is a great way to catch you up. So here are some of the top movies of the year behind us, but let's take a look at the 7 that I have just for you. Let's go now. You probably don't need my help with this one because the whole world pretty much has seen Wicked. But now you can watch it at home on demand. I thought it came out too soon at home because it's made so much money at the box office that why not keep going? But even though it's been on demand since December 31st, it still makes $3 to $4 million a day at the box office. So between that and the, I think, $20 rental and $30 owning of this movie at home, this made bank. And you know what? Wicked was not my favorite musical on stage. I just want to be honest. And I didn't plan to see the movie because I thought, why would they take a 2.5-hour musical, which included an intermission, and make it into 2 movies totaling 5 hours? If they could already do it in 2.5, why do they need 5 hours? But then I was reading stuff that convinced me to go. First of all, they expanded the backstories, so that really helped the plot of this movie. Secondly, all the actors sing live on stage. It's not recorded. I think that's an amazing feat. I also found it had very little CGI, so when you see the poppies in this movie, they're real flowers. This movie is so well crafted that it will probably get a whole bunch of nominations. And Ariana Grande, I didn't think she was such a great actress. I mean, I thought she's good. She's great at doing impersonations, but she is so good. I mean, Cynthia Erivo is as well, but Ariana surprised me. Cynthia didn't because I've seen her act in other things before that were more serious. Anyway, you can find Wicked everywhere. Oh, God. Conclave on this list is my favorite of these 7 movies. It is so good. You can watch it on Peacock. It's very political. It's like watching a presidential election, but with religious people. This is probably one of Ralph Fiennes' best performances. He is touted to be one of the top 2 for Best Actor. It's also probably going to be up for Best Picture. The whole cast is amazing. It's got beautiful, beautiful cinematography, and I love the score. So catch Conclave. Don't think of it as a religious movie. Think of it as a thriller. So I finally became a fan of Jesse Eisenberg. I know he's been in movies before. He just kind of always annoyed me. But A Real Pain, which you could pay to watch, is really good. He wrote and directed, and their stars. But Kieran Culkin, as his cousin, is really the scene stealer. And this would be likely he could be winning Best Supporting Actor or at least nominated. They call that category fraud, kind of, because he's really a lead actor just like Jesse. But they decided to put him in the supporting category to help him have better chances to win an Oscar, I suspect. Many of you might be tired of Donald Trump, but don't be tired of Sebastian Stan and Jeremy Strong in 2 strong performances in the movie The Apprentice. They really embody the characters that they play, and this shows a lot of the early life of Trump, if you care. If you don't, just look at it for a great performance, which you could pay for a few dollars to watch any place you want. Supposedly, the best movie on this list is Anora, which you could pay to watch on most streaming channels. This is the one I haven't seen, so like you, I should prepare for the Oscars and watch this, because this is being touted as the best picture of the year. And Mikey Madison, who we've seen in smaller roles, is also the leader for Best Actress. From what I read, the only thing stopping her from winning is she's so young and hasn't paid her dues. Yes, they kind of do consider that in Oscar voting, even though they shouldn't. But this is somehow a story about like a fairy tale, almost Cinderella-ish, that goes wrong and dark and deep and violent. And she's supposed to be wonderful in this movie, as well as her supporting cast. So let's watch this and comment below and tell me what you think, okay? Appreciate it. I loved Gladiator, who went like hot men and hardly any clothing. And Gladiator 2 does not disappoint. It really pays homage to the original. It brings in a whole bunch of new characters, or characters that grew up because it's been decades since the first Gladiator. It'll probably get several technical nominations, slight chance for Best Picture, but Denzel Washington for sure will be up, well, you can never say for sure, will likely be up for Best Supporting Actor because he's amazing in this. He's getting a lot of critical prizes and nominations, so he might as well just continue with the Oscars, I think. Our last movie is very weird. It's called Night Bitch. I doubt it's going to get nominated after all, yet I'm asking you to watch it. Before it came out, Amy Adams was the leader as Best Actress because she's a great Oscar darling. And this movie got some critical acclaim, but then it kind of lost its momentum. And it's very weird where it should have just stuck with her being like a bored housewife trying to do creative things. But you know what else? She thinks she's a dog. Maybe she is a dog. Maybe she becomes a dog. It's kind of very irreverent and odd that way. But no matter what, Amy's always good. But I'm not a big fan of this movie, which you could see on Hulu. But, you know, she could be a surprise nominee, so let's not exclude her, right? Oh, look at her as a dog. Bark. Hot off the presses news, just added this. Maria now is available on Netflix. It's the story of Maria Callas, and it stars Angelina Jolie, who is likely to be the upset for Best Actress at the Oscars, because it's been decades since she won an Oscar. This movie's director also took actresses from Spencer and Jackie to nominations, so perhaps this time he could take someone to victory. Let's check it out and see. Well, that's our show of the week. I hope you come back. I hope you share and subscribe. Here's a quick look at last year's Oscars, which was wonderful. Let's hope this year has a lot of fun, great candidates too, so we can enjoy them and feel knowledgeable having seen most of the movies. If there's any upset, you'll feel more emotionally connected to that movie. So let's wait for the Oscars. Nominations are January 17th, and the Oscars themselves will be March 2nd. See you later. Bye-bye. Okay, so let's